Ishibon and Guru in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was an unreal live. You guys were unbelievable. I think I am quite overwhelmed with the response. And the best part was that we've got 22 subscribers, and that's really great to see that the channel is growing. It's actually becoming a really good hub for a one-stop shop for Arsenal news, views, and you guys can make all everything that you want. Those comments in the live, and it's really great to fulfill your questions as well. So it was really great to connect with you guys, and that's always the best part. So I will not waste much more time because it's going to be a straightforward news because I've got some really bad news for you guys. So, but first, let me give you some really good news, some positive news, and some certain reality. Arsenal will pay a total fee of £28.8 million, which includes multiple add-ons for Gabriel Magalhaes. Well, this source is actually very much close to Lille, so and 90% of the time this guy's source is right, and the only mistake that comes to his mind that Remy signing, but that the club was wrong as well. So he's actually mentioned that, and Jonathan Bamba, Lille's left winger, follows this account. So it looks like it's pretty much clear that Gabriel Magalhaes to Arsenal is it looks 80% done, man. Well, moving on, Arsene Wenger has thrown open the door to return to management at age 70 as he still has the urge to train every day. Well, he says, every day I want to train. I've been doing this all my life. I'm 70 years old. I gave a lot. Should I play Russian roulette a bit? Even when it comes to my health, I can't do things by halves. So I ask myself this question. And when he was asked what it would take to tempt him into the top job, he says, it will be in conditions that I consider optimal. Otherwise, I will not do it. So here's an important stat for you guys. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang at the age of 31 with Borussia Dortmund and Arsenal. These are the games and the goals and his assists. This guy has been consistently banging those much amount of goals and assists. Minimum of 30 goals and assists, goal involvements in the games that he's played. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has been an underrated player, man. Well, Arsenal tweeted out, Beirut, we are thinking of you, stay strong, Lebanon. There was an unbelievable explosion taking place in Beirut. Our hopes and prayers are with Beirut as well. Well, moving on. Well, Willian feels that according to David Ornstein, Willian feels that he's wanted at Arsenal, and there's a very good chance that that deal will now be done, but it's not just done yet. It's not done yet at all. And yes, as you guys already mentioned, Unai Emery wants to recruit Matteo Guendouzi. Discussions between the different parties have been initiated. The Spanish coach had played a leading role in the arrival of Frenchmen at Arsenal. Discussions have already begun between the two sides in the form of a loan with a purchase option. And Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta becomes the latest Premier League big name to splash out £20,000 guard dog after Jack Grealish, Paul Pogba and co. invested in specially trained pets to protect their homes from intruders. It is quite desirable, isn't it? Well, moving on. Well, talking about more stuff, Dominic Szoboszlai is a player that Arsenal or no club is actually wanting to touch right now because nobody's approaching him, but it's pretty much clear that Red Bull Salzburg want to sell the player. And Barcelona have shown a very strong interest in Guendouzi. In particular, their sporting director Eric Abidal, who sees Guendouzi as a great deal. Barcelona have made several offers, the most recent including Rakitic and Vidal, which was rejected by Arsenal. Well, let's not talk about it. Sevilla will not accept anything less than 50 to 55 million euros for Diego Carlos, as Nantes is due to get 15% of any sale. Well, yes, agreed upon it. 15% will go to Nantes, so that's a good windfall to have for Nantes, isn't it? Well, Willian's move to Arsenal apparently confirmed in a leaked PES 2021 clip. You guys already mentioned that on the live. So yes, it looks like it, but let's see. I would not suggest it is done yet. Well, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has actually tweeted out my G's, and it looks like it really looks like that he's not leaving at all, is he? Well, Said Benrahma, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Said Benrahma has actually he's actually liked a story wherein Arsenal left-wing options for Arsenal, who would you want? And Said Benrahma's image was there, and Said Benrahma has liked that post, and that is really great, isn't it? Well, let's talk about it. Well, David Ornstein says, Willian, as I understand it, it is leaning towards Arsenal. Why? London will be a factor. The contract will be a factor. It's anticipated that imminently an offer will arrive for a 3-year deal for Willian. Crucially, Arteta wants to sign Willian, so does Edu, Arsenal's technical director. Both of those factors have been really appealing to Willian. He feels that he's wanted at Arsenal, and there's a very good chance that deal will now be done. But it's not done just yet. There are meetings that need to be taking place at Arsenal, and with Willian, once his commitments with Chelsea are over, then his future will be sorted. If not sooner, I think as things stand, his preference is to join Arsenal. And Arsenal are not presenting the biggest financial offer, but what's appealing is also the Mikel Arteta factor and, of course, Edu and the Brazilian team. So let's see, things will turn out well, isn't it? Well, also David Ornstein said he is 31, going on 32, but that means he brings experience. He can help the young players Arsenal are trying to develop coming through, and he can also help bring a winning mentality and culture that Arsenal are trying to build. Don't forget, he comes in as a free transfer, and as we said, the contract offer, despite being 3 years, we're told, is not as lucrative as he could have got elsewhere. As other reports have suggested, this could well develop pretty quickly. So let's talk about it. It looks like 120k a week wages should he move to Arsenal, where he is quite settled. So it looks like somewhere down the line, there could be a slight rise to that 120k a week wages that he achieves at Chelsea, or probably not. But let's talk about more stuff. Charles Watt says about Diego Carlos at Sevilla. He says there's links with Diego Carlos at Sevilla. I'm not sure about that one, just because of the fee involved. I know that Arsenal have had informal meetings with him earlier in the year to sound out whether he'd be available or open to a move. I think his release clause is about 75 million euros. I doubt Sevilla will get that sort of money for him this summer, but they'll still want a decent whack to sell him. The links are genuine. And Charles Watt says Aubameyang's on about 200k a week. This new deal is, if he does agree to it, it'll be a substantial increase on that, around 250k a week. 3-year contract. That offer is going to be made in the coming days, and then it is going to be down to Aubameyang. Arsenal are going to try their hardest to get a few fair players off their books this summer. Arteta wants a pretty major overhaul. Arsenal summer is not dependent on raising money to bring other players in, but is going to help. And let's talk about it. Marco Giampaolo, who is widely expected to become Torino's next manager, he wants Lucas Torreira to join him, and it looks like Lucas Torreira might leave Arsenal to go back to Italy. Well, moving on. Well, talking about more stuff, we already spoke about Willian, we already spoke about a lot of stuffs. We are definitely now going to talk about the Ozil failed test to get his place back. Well, Mesut Ozil became an Arsenal outcast post-lockdown because he failed Mikel Arteta's tests of attitude and fitness, according to The Athletic. The German midfielder Matteo Guendouzi, Dani Ceballos and Ainsley Maitland-Niles were said to have been told to improve by boss Arteta. Ozil appears to have been the standout flop, as he did not play a single minute once the Premier League resumed. The Athletic say Ozil was given time off when his wife had their daughter, but reportedly showed little spark when returning to training. So if you don't take your chances, you should not complain as well. So now let's talk about the bad news. I actually try to be very much positive, but it's not that bad news. It's just that you got to engulf it. Okay, you got to be fine with it. Now, as already mentioned in my live, but still it's not that not many people know. Everyone actually knows about it. So there's an official statement from Arsenal which suggested that we have received significant financial support from our owners KAC in terms of refinancing our stadium debt. These steps have reduced the impact of the pandemic and helped us continue to maintain investment in the team. This will continue to be a key priority. And Arsenal also announced a proposed 55 redundancies, unfortunately. These proposed changes are ultimately about ensuring we take this great football club forward and ensuring we have the resources to return to competing effectively at the top of the game here and in Europe. And says that we do not make these proposals lightly and have looked at every aspect of the club and our expenditure before reaching this point. We are now entering the required 30-day consultation period on these proposals. These proposed changes are about ensuring we take this club forward, creating the right organization for a post-COVID world, and ensuring we have the resources to return to competing effectively at the top of the game here and in Europe. So this means, what does this mean? This whole thing that I blabbered out, it means that Arsenal would cut down 55 staff. Yes, they will cut down on 55. That is the number of staff that could be cut down. That could be cut down. They will be. And they will be given a 30-day notice period. And a dreadful shame that there are so many talented, hardworking people at Highbury House and Colney who will be hit hard by this. Was tweeted by James Benge. And talking more about it, Sam Dean says, grim state of affairs at Arsenal. Despite the relief of qualifying for the Europa League with news of 55 redundancies, they will still try to spend money on transfers this summer where possible. There's an acceptance the team needs to improve if they are to be financially secure. And that means Arsenal also understand. Mark Man Bryans tweets out, also understand Arsenal summer transfer plans will remain the same, not impacted on by today's job cuts announcement. So there'll be job cuts. Now your question is, what will happen? Who will get the cut? Yeah, this is the sad part because it is understood that Arsenal have told head of UK scouting Peter Clark and fellow recruitment specialist Brian McDermott that they will lose their positions, though redundancies are still in a consultation period. The Gunners have moved more towards agent-led recruitment strategies in recent seasons, a likely reason behind the restructuring of their senior scouting setup. And let's also talk about the reality. According to Mail Sport, the Arsenal have sacked head of international scouting Francis Kagigao, who discovered Cesc Fabregas, Gabriel Martinelli and Hector Bellerin after 2 decades at the club in COVID cost cutting. The Gunners have moved more towards agent-led recruitment strategies in recent seasons, a likely reason behind the restructuring of their senior scouting setup. In April, actually, Arsenal agreed a 12.5% pay cut over the next 12 months with most of their men, first team squad, and all the coaching staff. The cut is due to drop to 7.5% as a result of the club qualifying for the Europa League. The club continued to pay staff in full during the football's lockdown instead of falling back on the government's taxpayer-funded furlough scheme. The club's 14 executives agreed to a one-third salary cut for the next year. So yes, this is the reality. This is a sad reality. Logically, if you aren't relying on the old scouting team, it makes no sense to continue to pay them. However, I can't agree that Kajigao being one of the redundancies. Really hope this isn't true though. But yes, totally, completely agree that Arsenal fans right now, as an Arsenal fan, you got two theories to believe. Number one, why are we cutting these many people out? Is it real to actually now believe that our only way to get players is our agents? What is wrong in that? You know, if you're actually trying to overhaul the Arsenal, if you're trying to destroy the whole old image of Arsenal, I think this is fair enough. I think the old era is over. The new era suggests that no, it's not going to be the scouting network. We don't have to be that much reliant on these kind of scouting networks and try to waste money there. I think we could rely on agents, direct contact. That would also, if it costs the same, it involves less people actually getting involved in the whole process. I don't think so. It is wrong. I think we should take it in a positive way. If the club is moving forward, we won a cup. We just have to focus in the forward direction, and it's something new. It's really hard to see Francis Kagigao. It's not official though, but Francis Kagigao is supposedly in the line of fire though. But I just hope that it's not Francis Kagigao. I just don't, because the man is unbelievable. I have always praised him. He's done unbelievable scouting work for Arsenal. But let's see. Well, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes on this platform every single day twice. So what are you going to do? Subscribe and hit that bell icon, because when I do that, you get 2 videos about Arsenal every single day. 10k subscribers. We're not far off. If you guys haven't subscribed and if this channel was ever recommended to you, I don't think so we will disappoint you in any way. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers. And don't forget, we'll be live on this Friday as well. Timings and everything will be provided to you. So keep watching this space.